All right. So let's go to the training board over here. So we have a plot of the residual here. Residual is the output of the anomaly detection system, which is giving us the baseline over a couple of days. And then we have these red points marked above the residual because they exceeded the threshold that has been designed. So if we look at all these points, each of them correspond to, like, this one is September 16, each of these corresponds to days over here. And this is something that we are have to fill as the expert, which is we can confirm the threat, we can dismiss the alarm, or we can prefer not to answer in case we are unable to form our mind. So for each of the days, we have to use these to answer the question. And then the fourth part that needs answering is selecting a scenario. In this case, we have to select amongst the 6 scenarios that we believe this threat belongs to. What are these 6 scenarios? These 6 scenarios are listed right here, and they belong to the categories that have been defined, like IP theft, fraud via job, misuse, etc. etc. So amongst these 6 scenarios, we have to choose one for this alarm. And each of the scenarios have listed below them certain traits that that belong to the scenario. For example, fraud via job USB has a primary trait listed as job site access, and then the secondaries are listed as competitor email, thumb drive. So if the user is accessing the job sites, or is using a competitor email to send to competitor, and plugging and unplugging a thumb drive repeatedly, these are all attributes that signify this scenario. And how do you now determine whether it is this scenario or not? Right over here at the bottom is the chart that we use to help us decide. In this chart, we have a bunch of uh, inputs to the autoencoder, and each input is given as a variance. So if the variance on a certain input is very high compared to the daily one, then we would imagine that this is a significant variation for this attribute, and hence this attribute is likely to be activated in this scenario.